Right now, as you are watching this, your electric meter is spinning. Not because you left a light on, not because your AC is running, because of the 47 devices sitting completely still, completely silent, completely turned off in your home that are draining electricity every single second of every single day, and have been since the day you plug them in. Your TV when you're not watching it, your microwave clock that you've never once needed to read at 3 in the morning, your phone charger sitting in the wall with nothing attached to it. All of them draining right now. And the Department of Energy published a study in 1999 that calculated exactly how much this is costing you. Your utility company has had that study for 25 years. They have never once mailed it to you. I am going to tell you why, and then I am going to show you how to stop it for free. Her name was Gary Hoffman. 62 years old, retired school teacher from Columbus, Ohio. He lives alone in a 3-bedroom house he and his wife bought in 1991. 2 of those bedrooms have been empty since his kids left for college. He is not a wasteful man. He turns lights off when he leaves a room. He keeps his thermostat at 68 degrees in winter. He does not run the dishwasher unless it is completely full. His electric bill last January was $218 for one man in a house with 2 empty rooms in the middle of an Ohio winter where he barely touched the heat. He called his utility company. They told him his usage was consistent with a home, his size, and age. They suggested he check his insulation. He had checked his insulation 3 years earlier. It was fine. They suggested he replace his water heater. His water heater was 2 years old. They had nothing else for him. So Gary did what a retired school teacher does when he hits a wall. He started researching, and what he found, sitting in a publicly available government database that his utility company had full access to since before Gary's youngest child was born, made him angrier than anything had made him in 30 years. He had been paying for electricity he was not using every single month for decades, and the people collecting that money knew it from the beginning. The study found that phantom load accounts for between 10 and 23% of the average residential electricity bill. Let me translate that into money you actually recognize. If your electric bill is $150 a month, between $15 and $35 of that bill is being charged to you for electricity that ran into devices that were turned off and did nothing useful with it. Nothing. No light produced, no heat generated, no cooling performed, no music played. The meter spun. You paid. The device sat dark and silent and consumed anyway. That study was published in 1999. It was sent to every major utility company and every state public utilities commission in the country. In the 25 years since that study landed on utility company desks, not one of those companies has printed on any bill they have ever sent you. Your home has 40 phantom load devices, costing you up to $420 a year, not one. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. But first, I need to show you what phantom load actually is, because until you can see it clearly, the solution will not make complete sense. When you press the power button on your television, you are not turning your television off. You are putting it into a waiting state, a standby mode, because your TV is designed to respond to your remote control the instant you press, and to respond instantly, it has to be on, listening. Every second of every hour you are not watching it. That little red dot on the front of your TV, that is not a status light. That is a bill running continuously. I want to answer the question some of you are thinking right now. You are asking, if the government published this study in 1999 and the number is that significant, why is this not something everyone already knows? It is a fair question, and the answer is not complicated. It is just uncomfortable. A man named Dr. Alan Meyer was the lead researcher on the 1999 Lawrence Berkeley study. He spent the next decade trying to get the findings translated into public consumer education. He testified before congressional subcommittees. He published follow-up research in 2001, 2004, and 2008. In a 2008 interview, he said, and these are his actual words, "The utilities have every incentive to sell electricity and no incentive to help consumers use less of it." Then, he separated them into 2 categories. Category 1, devices that need to stay plugged in at all times. His refrigerator, his alarm system, his router, his alarm clock. Maybe 4 or 5 things total. Category 2, everything else. Everything in Category 2 got moved to a switched power strip, the kind with a physical on-off switch on the strip itself. That costs $8 at any hardware store, and cuts all power to every device plugged into it when you flip it off. Television, cable box, and sound bar 1 strip, 1 switch. Every night before bed, 1 flip. All 3 devices go from drawing combined standby power to drawing 0. Home office, printer, monitor, desk lamp, spare charger, 1 strip, 1 switch. When he leaves the office, 1 flip. Kitchen, microwave, coffee maker, toaster, 1 strip, 1 switch by the kitchen doorway. When he leaves the kitchen for the night, 1 flip. He also went through every room and unplugged every phone charger that did not have a phone on it. He counted 11 of them in his house, 11 chargers drawing power for nothing, all unplugged in 4 minutes. His next electric bill came in at $161. His next summer bill was the lowest it had been since 2011. Let me give you a number that I want you to sit with. There are approximately 143 million residential households in the United States. At an average phantom load cost of $150 per household per year, the total annual phantom load cost across American homes is approximately $21.5 billion. Read that one more time. The utilities have every incentive to sell electricity, and no incentive to help you use less. Your utility company is not your partner in reducing your bill. It is a metered system that profits from every watt that crosses your threshold. And phantom load is the most profitable kind of electricity they sell, because it requires no behavior change from you, demands nothing of you, and you do not even know it is happening. Between 1999 and today, the average American household has paid an estimated $8,400 in phantom load electricity charges. $8,400. Money spent on power that ran through wires, entered devices, produced no useful output, and registered on a meter as a charge against your account. The study documenting this was sitting in a government database since 1999, freely available, publicly funded, paid for by your taxes,